that's your girl. Oh, I hate to be your. It goes down in the DM. It go down in the DM. It go down, 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 down. It go down in the DM. It go down in the down. 'Cause I'm a boss.
Greetings, this is Daniela Monet.
The Breakdown.
Talk it, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, woo, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, ayy, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, yeah, take my shoes and walk a mile.
Greetings. Thanks so much for tuning in to The Breakdown. My name is Daniela Monet, and I will be your host. I want to introduce you to DJ Al Business on the ones and twos.
DJ Al Business. Yo, what's up? It's DJ Al Business right here at The Breakdown. Live after 5. Yeah, ain't no more parties, just The Breakdown. You know what's going on.
Thanks so much for tuning in to The Breakdown. I am Daniela Monet, and I'm so glad that you guys have decided to go ahead and join us. I have the pleasure of introducing to you guys, if you don't already know, the cast of Efflictim. So I want you guys to go ahead and just get ready for this awesome interview with them. So I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
My name is Devron Davis, writer, director of Efflictim. That's it.
DeSantis, director of photography, co-director, and yeah, that's it.
Caressa Davis, I played Jocelyn Cromwell.
Zachary Clark, I play Marcus Holbrook, Jocelyn's fiance, and Barbara, St. Louis Barbara.
I'm Cosmo Bay, I play Detective Tom Bradley. That's pretty much it.
And I am Darius Marcel Haynes, and I play Sherrick. I'm Marcus's best friend on the show. That's pretty much it.
He's also the villain as well.
Oh, snap.
People should have said that. Yeah, I play Lorenzo Daniels from New York City, and I pretty much terrorize all of them.
Terrorize.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get right into it. So the definition of Efflictim, as I looked up, means to be like desperate and passionate and all of that. So when I look into that definition, I just think there's going to be a lot of sex, a lot of guns, and a lot of butter. So I want to go ahead and ask you, like, what made you want to get into this?
Efflictim is a bunch of fabricated events based on a true situation. So it's based off of me and a friend who Marcus plays and shared. They go to a gas station and a guy offers them 15 grand to take him downtown. That happened in real life to me and one of my friends. So it kind of went from, at first it was a song. I wrote a song about it, and then I sent it to a friend, and she was like, man, it's just not good enough. Like, you got to tell more. And so I wrote a longer song, and then it turned into a story, and then it evolved into a script, and I don't know. I just really wanted to tell the story. At first it was a music video, but then it kind of turned into a short film, and it was too long to be a short film, so it was a series, and I just told the whole story, and it was just fun, and I loved it.
It's so awesome to be an artist and just let things like manifest, and that's great that you're able to just, let that evolve and just, you just let it work out as the way that it worked out. Because a lot of times, we just scrambling, we're like, oh my gosh, I got this idea, and it's just sitting there, so it's one thing to let it sit there. Yeah,
let it sizzle first. You gotta let it sizzle first, and then throw some bacon and eggs, and do all that to it. I'm really glad what it manifested into. It led me to link up with some great people, and we have a great thing going on, and I can't wait to give it to the world.
So Caressa, tell me more about your character. What have you learned, from playing her?
Well, I play Jocelyn Cromwell, and she is an interesting person. She has so much love for Marcus. He's just the bee's knees. She just loves him dearly. But she also has some secrets, and those secrets affect Marcus and his friends, and pretty much everybody else in the show. So she's interesting at having to play, one person kind of at one time, and then transform into kind of another person with a whole nother like motive is interesting because, without giving it away, like there are definitely two different sides of her, and she's kind of got to figure out like how to be, or I have to figure out how to be both people. This really sweet, loving school teacher who loves her barbershop husband, future husband. This is a running joke that Jocelyn still doesn't have a ring, and
it's in the middle.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, just again, trying to find that balance is always fun and always interesting. And as things have progressed, this story has gotten even more interesting, and more things are getting added to her character. So that should be fun.
Okay. So, how long have you been acting?
Well, I guess always. Like, I started at church and little church plays or something like that, and then I was in High School Musical my freshman year of high school, and then I didn't do anything else again because I was afraid to audition. I don't know, it was weird. And then I didn't do anything again until my junior year of college. So I just kind of got back into it, ended up getting my minor in theater in school. And then when I got back home, I wasn't really doing too much either. And then Devron, I actually had done an interview with Devron about Efflictim back in 2012. And, well, I guess it was 2013. And there have been some changes in who plays Jocelyn. So he asked me if I was interested, and I was like, of course, I think this is an awesome project. And so I've been down ever since. Okay. And this is pretty much all the acting I do right now.
Awesome. So, Zach, so tell me about your character.
Marcus he's a lovable guy. Naive, but definitely lovable. He leads with optimism. So he thinks every opportunity can be a blessing in disguise, regardless of how crazy it can seem. He looks at the good in everybody in every situation. So it's one of those things where his hope kind of leads him to destruction. And it's a very interesting thing to watch. And to bounce off of people that, my character, I would say, is the only person who has no idea what's going on. Everybody has motives, and guidelines that they're following, but he's the only one that's just leading with his heart. Yeah, so.
Any parallels between you and your character?
Probably the optimism, but 86 the being naive. But I'm definitely I'm a hopeless romantic. I believe good things can happen if you fight for it. So me and Marcus have that correlation, but there's some things I wouldn't be down for if I was him. But all love, at least it's all love. I can admit.
Okay. Cosmo, tell me about the character that you play.
All right, so I played the character Detective Quint. He's pretty much, somebody that grew up in the hood, and his parents were, his father was a police officer, and his father had died. He never figured it out, so he's always trying to figure something out, trying to get some justice. And he got that feeling like, maybe he could change the world, knowing like chances are one person not gonna change the world. But he's just being blindsided. He's getting played by, the system that he's in. Trying to figure out something, and at the same time trying to take out your anger on the streets, but at the same time, trying to bring some justice. And he's just getting pulled a bunch of different ways. And you'll see that further in the seasons, but he's really conflicted. It's Efflictim.
The world.
All right, and Darius, I definitely would like to know about your character as well.
Okay, so Sherrick is almost as Marcus balance. So for as naive as Marcus is, Sherrick is always on point. He's literally trying to convince Marcus, like, you are stupid right now. You can tell him that. Like, that's the thing. He's very blunt, straight to the point, because the rapport that they have is very embedded in all the events that they've gone through. So all of his trials have become my trials and vice versa. So we share everything. So it's certain scenes where you see our context play out. And it's very interesting to watch, because even though Sherrick is like refined and reformed from all of the things he's gone through, he's kind of found where he wants to be, he still almost has to go through certain things so that Marcus can believe or find out that lesson the hard way sometimes. So it's very interesting, because as Zach said, the stuff that he wouldn't do as Marcus, I don't do as Sherrick, and I definitely wouldn't do it as myself. But it's like, it just has to play out that way. You know, you have friends a lot of time where you all go through stuff, and you can tell them, this is going to fail. This is going to fail, but somehow you're still walking with them. That's how we are as friends. So it's kind of, by the time the show is over, Sherrick has gotten to this point where it's like, I'm not listening to you anymore. It's almost like what happens, because he sees how that's going to go. And basically, if he keeps continuing to let Marcus believe openly and naively, it's going to make both of them fail.
It's supposed to be my boy.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like the characters are definitely relatable, and that's something that I think that viewers want. They want to be able to see themselves in each, in one of the characters at least.
Exactly.
So that's something that I think viewers would definitely like.
Yeah. I tried to keep it each character all the way down to phone numbers is something real from my life. Like, all of the names of every character is someone real in my life, and I drew traits, mannerisms, even some of their storyline. Even some of their storyline is from real life people, and I did it that way. What better way than to draw from real life, to have somebody in real life to relate to a character they see on screen, and the relatability is, I think it's at a high level just because of the response that we get from a fan base that hasn't even seen it yet. They want to see it, and they're so drawn to see it. So I really feel that we got a good thing going.
So where can people find the series?
It's not out yet, so we're still in post-production. There will be a website launching. Efflictimtheseries.com is where they will be able to find trailers and teasers, but we will be streaming in May. Will air in May, so that's when they'll be able to see the whole first pilot season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what has made you wanted to get into like producing and being a cameraman? Like, do you have a passion for it, a love?
No. But what got me to producing film and photography, that whole gist, a while ago, my mother gave me a camera. It was just a Ricky Dean camera that you could put like music on it and stuff like that, and I played around with it. And and it's illegal to talk about this, but I did it anyway. I used to make bootleg DVDs.
Okay.
So I used to download movies and make my own.
You learn something new. That's how you do it. A legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
So I used to download like actual movies, even movies that didn't come out, and make my own little like beginning trailer like Weinberg and stuff like that, and straight sell them out to the streets. And I sell it for like $1, $2 or stuff like that out on the block, even at the Chinaman. So I always knew that I was interested in film. I just did it in a different. Actually, I didn't even know it was illegal at the time, even though it shows in the beginning of the screen, like, if you do this, you'll be fined and go to jail. I didn't even trip off that. I just did it anyway. So as time progressed, I went to Southeast Missouri State University after high school, and friends that I had met up and friends that I went to school with in high school, even middle school, we was together, and they saw some of my work and they was like, bro, you need to do this. And I didn't really realize it until I came back home around 2013, and still pursued school and went to Flow Valley and took up photography as my major. And when I took my major, I knew instantly that was something that I truly wanted to do, and I knew my potential. And the first thing that my administrator asked me is, do you think life is a piece of art? And I didn't have the answer at that moment, but that really helped me to visualize and shape my perspective just a little bit more. So when I heard about Efflictim, I knew Nice Devron around 2011 because, again, a group of friends of mine, we created this group called Hearts and Beats, and he was one of the performers. And the first thing he said was, "Hey, what's up? My name is Nice. I rap and I cut her." That's the first thing he ever said. But I couldn't allow him to come out here because where he was shopping at was all the way in St. Peter's, and I had no car. So, but I've known Nice for a good little time, and during the time he was cutting my hair, even when they got done originally in the first season, I was like, bro, let me do the second season, and just bugged about it. And you know, and when he saw the potential that I have later on, because in the beginning I was trash. So, but later on when he saw a whole lot of my work and my potential, he was like, hey bro, you want to, you know what I'm saying, be one of the producers for the film? I was like, sure. And we've been doing it ever since, and I'm actually proud of this project. This like a biggest project I have ever done, and I'm very proud of it.
Well, you've definitely put in a lot of work to be able to like up your skill to be able to be in a movie.
Yeah.
Like that. That's awesome. Okay, so how have you met everyone else?
I've known Caressa since
high school. Well, I was in high school, so 2005.
Yeah, about 2005.
2005.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I've known her since then. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I just was sitting with him.
I've known Cosmo, man. We go back. Cosmo didn't even have dreads when I first met him. He had a fade. That's how long I've known him. Zach actually was the only person to respond to a casting call when I first put out Efflictim. Yeah, he was the first one to put out a casting call. So through that, man, the friendship is just dope. And Darius just came along this year, actually through Zach. Another reference to come on the team, you know, just through character changes, writing changes, everything, man. But that's how I met all of these people, and I'm so glad that I did, because the team and the camaraderie and the effort and the input and the drive and everything that goes along with that, it's just, it meshes so well. It couldn't be any more perfect, and I really love the work ethic. You know, even when my scheduling tactics aren't always up to par, you know, everybody still, you know, tries to make a way, you know, even when it's the last minute, and I really appreciate that. So I'm really glad I met this group of people here.
Oh, that's awesome. So from what I'm hearing is that through Netflix, or not Netflix, oh my God, I'm breaking up so much. Through network and persistence, you guys are able to meet, you know, and be able to make this go down. And that's very, very important. So I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, you guys blasting it off and showing people what you guys got going on with the Efflictim.
Yes, me too.
Because a lot of people have been asking about it, and the killer part is we can't give them too much. Even though it's so much into the story, we can't give them too much. And so, even giving just a little bit, one of us would look at each other like, stop.
You're talking too much.
So it's
lots of twists and turns and excitement that come. So it's like, just be patient, wait for it all to come out.
Yeah, you can only really get the first 10 minutes. That's all we can really tell you about it.
Yeah, because it kind of takes off from there.
Yeah. Everything else after the first 10 minutes is so detrimental to the story. I can promise you, each episode will make you want to watch the next episode.
Yeah. It just pulls you in because you find out little tidbits about each character, and when it all comes together,
your mind is gonna be like.
And at the same time, when you're watching it, like when you get to the end of it, you're gonna have to go back and be like, wait, hold up.
You're gonna watch it again.
I gotta watch this again.
Yeah.
So that Man, it's just so much. Even just sitting back, watching what I was able to watch, I'm in tune like I'm not even in it.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yes, I haven't showed them the everything. I haven't showed them the whole series, so they don't even know.
We just know the scene that we've been in. And it's like that last progression of how everything starts hitting. It's heavy, like to the point we straight was looking at the clips and we were all just like, we shot it. It's us. Why we were watching, but we just pulling in because now we're seeing like, oh, that scene links to this scene, which links to this scene. So now it's all coming full circle for us too. So I think that's the coolest part, that we actually enjoy the show itself. Yeah. Not just producing it, but seeing how it's coming together is making it that much more passion behind it to put it out.
Yeah, it's definitely important to be involved in what it is that you have going on. To be able to say, hey, I put out good work. I've done a good job with whatever it is that I'm doing. So you're probably going to be looking at that next series and be like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to the next show. Yeah. So you definitely want to tune in.
Yes, definitely.
Low life, rapping for that low life. No, I'm rapping for the low.
I have actually a surprise for you guys, okay? Yes. So, because you guys are into acting, I want to go ahead and do a little bit of improv. Yes, some improv.
The plot thickens.
So, if there's anybody who does not want to join in, just let me know, because I have 4 scenarios.
Okay.
So,
okay. How do these play out? Give me more words.
All right. So I'm just gonna pick someone since nobody raised their hand.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first.
You're a cop whose son misplaced his real gun with a fake gun for a marijuana buzz.
Oh. Who replaced my gun with this toy gun right here? Who you and why did you put my gun and replace it with a toy gun? And you didn't tell me that my gun was a new gun.
Oh man, that's
I'm so sorry.
Somebody save us.
Put your hands up.
I hope she make it.
All right, so the next scenario is you are a chemist trying to find the fountain of youth for your cat Sylvester.
You want to take it? I know you want to take it.
I was thinking about it. I want to be the cat.
I'll be the chemist.
Okay.
I look like a mad scientist right now. So
Yeah,
let's
let's
go.
do it. I've seen cat.
Let me get out the way. Let's see what we got. Finally, Sylvester. You'll be young again. You've used all of your 9 lives. Well, I used 8 of them. I ran you over with my car, threw you out the window, put you in the oven, I let the dog eat you, and somehow you came back, but finally this time you will live forever. Just you and me.
That's good. Okay, so I have 2 more. That was really good. All right. You are a doctor who just gave birth to an adult-sized baby. Anybody?
I was just saying, let me be the doctor and you be the baby.
Yes, please do.
Hold up, all right.
How do we do this?
I don't know. I'm freestyling. Well, actually, you gonna be the mama. I'm gonna be talking about your baby.
Okay,
That's how we gonna do this. So, I went over the procedures and I reviewed your files. You were doing fine during the whole pregnancy. It's just, what the hell did you eat? No, hold up. Like, I've been doing this for about 10 plus years and I've never seen this. This is like
Reverse Benjamin Button. We got something.
Extraordinary people do run in my family.
That's all I got. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be better than that.
One more. A hungover substitute teacher for a choir class. You are introducing yourself to the class.
Hungover?
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
See if I can get it hungover. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Give me a minute.
Miss, you okay?
Miss Young.
Can you see loud?
Hey, you looking pale.
I think she pregnant.
You know what? My mama was pregnant with my sister. She looked just like you.
That's the stuff you hear in child stuff. Kids have no filter.
That's funny. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for joining it. All right. So I want to go ahead and thank you guys for being a part of the interview. But first, I'm going to ask you guys about some backstory. Do you guys have any stories about, some of the behind the scenes?
We almost died.
Yes.
What happened?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, we almost got killed for real.
Yeah.
We so spoiler alert, we do have a shootout scene. And during filming the shootout scene, I told we have prop guns, but they really fired. So there's really rounds going off, but there's no bullets coming out. So we're at my aunt's house in the country, in the middle of wilderness, right? So we had the shootout, and we're shooting, and then my aunt, she's in the house, and she smokes medicinal. So we're filming, and this lady drives by. When one of us gets shot, this lady drives by, and then the guy that was with us before, he said, "Bro, the police are on the way because I seen her face. She looked scared for real." And he was like, "The police are on the way." And so we stopped for like maybe 30, 40 minutes, and nothing came, so we started shooting again. And as soon as we called action, I'm talking about SWAT team, Winsfield, St.
Get down on the ground.
Lethal round, weapons. Everybody get on the ground. Everybody. But the funniest part is my auntie is in the house, and she said, "You can film anywhere you want, just don't come in my house being loud." SWAT kicks in the door. She starts spazzing on the SWAT team, thinking it's us. Damn house! I told y'all not to be in here shooting these guns. And this is the real SWAT team with a medicinal one.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
The best story ever. Nothing will ever trump that.
I'm on my knees on the ground I'm an actor. My voice getting super high. I'm an actor, sir.
Did y'all catch it on boomers?
No.
They made us delete it all.
Yeah, but that's when he picked up one of the blanks, and he finally seen, because they were still on high alert until they seen the blanks on the ground. They was like, "Dude, you guys gotta fucking tell us this. We came ready to kill." We just like,
Scared.
It was. I'd never seen a tac rifle until that day. It's probably like half a body big. It's a big gun. And I don't know. I froze.
I had one issue though filming the final scene. Man, I guess one of the cast members is a comedian. And I was not expecting. I guess he had talked to everybody, said what he was gonna say, right? So it's I can't really say the moment, that might give away too much. But there's this serious scene, I'm hit, and this dude I guess I reached for my badge, and he go, "Take off." What he say? He said,
"Freeze, take off."
Well, you really be left off bad and bougie, and I just bust out laughing I was not expecting that. So the next scene come on, right? I'm all the way back together, I'm in serious mode. I thought that was some bloopers. This dude said it again. Like every time he said it, I was just all the way caught off guard. It took about 10 takes. Yeah. And eventually, like when they filmed it, they ended up just having to cut out my face because I couldn't stop laughing just because the whole element of surprise from the beginning. That was hilarious though. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Sounds like you guys really have a lot of good times.
We do. We do have a lot of good times.
Deep conversations too.
All that.
Because everybody's artists, so we get to throw ideas and just kind of be weird and throw stuff into a vacuum and kind of concept stuff that normally wouldn't happen on set. You know, because a lot of people are more so focused on the production, but we tend to show up prepared. That's really what it is. We show up ready, so it gives us more downtime for us to really think and connect, and it shows up on camera in our chemistry and stuff like that too. So it's really cool.
And what really translates that connectivity is like every single time. I don't think it's ever been a time we've been on set. They'll be talking about something. The part of the set will be talking about something. Me and him will be discussing shots, and we all come back to meet in the middle.
They say the same thing.
And we were all talking about the exact same thing, and we just end up filming it every single time it happens. Every time. Yeah, it's a really tight-knit group, man, and I love it. And it's gonna make for a great project, and I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to viewing the whole series. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I know that our viewers are definitely excited to check it out as well. So, and if you're not excited, I want y'all to get excited, okay? Because when is that date? It's in what day?
It's in May. No definitive date, but we're shooting for mid-May, late May. We'll be airing. So we're gonna do actually we do have a launch party plan that we'll be putting out. So far the date is May 19th. And we'll have a launch party for the season. So,
Well, I'm gonna need my flyers.
Oh yeah, please do. Black and white ball, red carpet, photographers, the backdrop, the whole nine. Yeah, we're going all out.
Okay, so stay tuned to that May date. All right, Efflictimseries.com.
Efflictimtheseries.com.
Theseries.com. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in to The Breakdown. I am Daniela Monet, and I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Stay tuned to the next one.
I mean, what I was supposed to say, baby, I'm sorry. I spent the money on something stupid. Like, I can't do that. He is though.
Marcus Hallbrook. Do you know who he is?
I'm not too familiar.
I want you to trust me on this one, all right? You need this money, right? I need this money, Rick.
That shit ain't adding up. Bro told me he need a ride with a bag. We don't even know what's in it.
Done deal. You got a friend that's some real value to me, and you share it. I'm gonna bring it back to me.
Why didn't I know he was out?
So if I know he drives a navy blue SUV, what makes you think the cops don't know he drives a navy blue SUV?
Where the fuck is Marcus?
Now I have detective snooping around my operation because of rules you failed to adhere to.
On my side of town, on my side of town, on my side of town, on my side of town.
They go back down.
On my side of town, on my side of town.
That motherfucking Coochie trying to kill us.
Marcus! On my side of town, 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 on my side of town. You went from here,